The financial losses on markets around the world have been worsening overnight amid fears that Donald Trump's trade war will continue to torpedo economic growth. All the major indices in the US in particular, Bridget, fell. There was a brief little rally when a rumour circulated that maybe there could be a 90-day pause on these tariffs. The White House then dismissed that rumour as fake news, and then things started going back down again. Well, let's get more on this now and bring in our North America correspondent, Carrington Clark, who is in New York in Wall Street for us. Carrington, what have you seen today? It's been a pretty chaotic day.
Yeah, what we've seen today is wild swings here on the US stock markets. It's clear that investors are jittery and they are jumping at any potential insight into exactly what the US president intends to do after last week upending the rules governing global trade. As you say, we saw this rumour, these reports out during today's session, which suggested that the US was potentially open to a stay of execution, if you will, on the reciprocal tariffs that are due to go into effect this week on every country except for China. We saw the White House relatively quickly out with a statement saying that was fake news. We then saw the markets reverse the gains that had been pegged to that hope that perhaps the tariffs wouldn't be as bad as Donald Trump had flagged last week. But I've now been watching the president, who was holding an impromptu press conference alongside the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu inside the Oval Office today. Again, an extended press conference, and markets watching to see what insight they could glean from his statements. Now, Donald Trump said, yes, these tariffs could indeed be permanent, but he is still open to negotiations. And he said that they are still open to working with China, but nobody should take for granted that a deal could be struck.
We'll be talking to China. We'll be talking to a lot of different countries. And I think, you know, if we can make a really fair deal and a good deal for the United States, not a good deal for others. This is America first. It's now America first.
Donald Trump repeated the phrase today that he is resetting the table when it comes to global trade. He said no other president would be willing to do what he is currently undertaking, but he seemed very clear that he has every intention of fulfilling what he said last week. And although we have seen multiple world leaders scurrying to try to get the attention of the US president and to try to strike a deal, it seems clear that he is hell-bent on fulfilling this pledge, that he does want to see that the age of relatively open borders come to an end. He says America's been ripped off and he intends on rewriting those rules. So we wait to see exactly how this plays out. But at this moment, investors seem to be taking the president at his word.